Hello and welcome to TFA Analysis. Please subscribe to our channel. Thank you very much.
It has been 45 days today since the phone of Bambalam from Kevin Shomitan II, who doubled as the president of the Northwest House of Chiefs, was taken away by the Amazonia fighter, the separatists. And recently we also heard about the killing, the assassination of another phone in Pinyi. That is the phone of Buche in Pinyi from Atanga Terence, who was killed still by the Amazonia fighter. It is terrible knowing well fully who we are as the people of Bamenda and the kind of respect we usually have for our informs, our kings, our traditional rulers. That all these things, fighting for our struggle, fighting for our independence, fighting for our freedoms, have destroyed our own culture. That if tomorrow there is an independence, how are people going to look at our traditional rulers, the forms that we usually respect, have so much respect for them? But today they are being taken away, kidnapped, beaten, killed as common people. What I have to tell you, all the Amazonia fighter or the government, is for you to understand that traditional rulers, forms, they are traditional rulers, they are leaders. And as a leaders, you do not have to take side. So if you see them not coming up publicly to support you as Amazonia or as separatist or as a fighter, it is not maybe because they are strongly against you or your enemies. They are not your enemies. They cannot take side. If you see them going, maybe showing up to the government, it is because of the entanglement that they have involved themselves in. Because the government of Cameroon, as a corrupt government, have entangled them all. Because they came up with a policy that as a traditional rulers, if you do not cooperate with the ruling party, your village will not have any development. And that is why all the traditional rulers in Cameroon were forced to join the government, to join the ruling party, to indirectly compromise, because they were doing it for our own benefit, to bring development to us. And this crisis came in. And all of them, knowing well fully the kind of government we are under, they have to do what they are doing. They are not doing it or going closer to the government, demanding to become a great house of chiefs just because they hate Southern Cameroonians. They don't hate Southern Cameroonians. They don't hate Southern Cameroon. They are not against the freedom, the fight, the struggle for the people of Southern Cameroon. All the traditional rulers, they are not against. It is just the nature of our country. The things the government, the entanglement the government have involved them in. Those are the things forcing them. So kidnapping them, it is not of help. We still have to respect them. If you listen to what from Kevin Shomitan was saying when he was moving around to meet with his people, the people of Bambalam, he kept on saying, I am praying for peace. He kept on crying that if there is a chance that he can sit and talk with the Amba fighters, he would have that chance to talk peace. He never say, if I have a chance, I will kill you. If I have a chance, I will bring the military to you. He never say so. He always talk about we sit and talk together as one people. That is the form. That is the traditional ruler. Your own leader begging to sit with you. But here you came, took him away during a cultural festival in which we, the Bambalam people, know that it is something that should not be disturbed by anybody. Yet we have disgraced ourselves. We have frustrated our own culture. It is a pity. But I'm just coming up to tell you all that they are in a way that if they show up popularly, Many of them are supporting the struggle. Many of them are doing it, but they cannot come up popularly. If you know the kind of government we are under, Cameroon government, it is not yet a total independence. So you don't expect such people to just suddenly stand up and say, no, we are not going to do this. The government will come behind them. The government will kill them. The government will acquiesce them. But they have to play politics. They have to do some certain hidden issue just for our own sake. They are not doing it against us. So taking away kings, killing and assassinating a traditional ruler, these are things that were not supposed to be involved in this struggle. They were not to be involved because we, as people of the Northwest region, know our culture, know how these people usually come up to be king. They are not being elected. They are being chosen by the gods of the land. So if all these things are happening, I came to discover through my own analysis that they joined the government because of the terrible condition the government gave them. If you do not join the government, if you do not come and join the ruling party, support the ruling party, there will be no development, there will be no water, there will be no electricity, there will be no many things. And they join it just to take those things back to us so that we can enjoy it. But yet we are accusing them. So I'm begging you all, the Amazonia fighter, to stop attacking the traditional rulers, to stop attacking our own southern Cameroonians. They are not the problems that we are fighting for. We are fighting for them. And it should remain like that. That as you are fighting, you come across any southern Cameroonian. If the person has done something wrong, discipline the person. Don't kill the person. Inform the person this is what we are fighting for. So don't frustrate us. Warn the person and release the person to go back home. These are people with children. These are traditional rulers being killed, being taken away for 45 days without anybody knowing his whereabouts. And the government have proven openly that they don't even need them. They don't care about them. They have been using them for their own political gains. And that is why they have abandoned him, the traditional ruler of Bambala, into the hands of the Amazonia fighter, without saying a word, without even thinking of the condition that they have given for his release. The government are busy in doing their things because they know that if he goes, another Anglophones, another traditional ruler will be forced to take that position. And that will go. And their mission is to kill and destroy all Southern Cameroonians. And we should not take that and destroy our own people. That is what I am begging. We should not destroy our own people because the government is pushing every Southern Cameroonian to be exposed so that Amazonia, they will be killed by their own brothers. So we should not do that. I'm just begging that wherever the horn of Bambaland is, and if you come across this video, I am pleading as a Bambala man, let him be released. He is not our problem. They have been forced and entangled. And if they deny it, it will be at our own detriment. Because those things they are going to Yaoundé, they take whatsoever they are taking there to come back with it in Southern Cameroon because we deserve them. Those things have been taken away from us to Yaoundé. They are going there to take it back to. And the government have given them terrible conditions, but they accepted because they want to bring something home. If they don't do that, they will not have anything. And we will still be the one to suffer. Because the government will sit on it. Thank you for releasing him. And thank you for taking the decision that no traditional rulers again will be killed or kidnapped.